庆祝香港回归祖国20周年大会
Hong Kong's return to the motherland and the inauguration of the fifth-term government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region will begin now. Please stand for the singing of the national anthem.
起来，不愿做奴隶的人们，把我们的血肉筑成我们新的长城。中华民族到了最危险的时候，每个人类活着发出最后的吼声。起来，起来，起来！我们从内心冒着烈焰炮火。
Please be seated.
现在，请香港特别
Mrs.
行
Carrie
政
Lam
区
Cheng
第5任
Yuet-ngor,
行政
the
长
fifth
官
Chief
林
Executive
郑
of the
月
Hong
娥
Kong
女士
Special
宣誓。
Administrative Region, will take her oath. May I invite President Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China to administer the oath. I, Lam Cheng Yuet-ngor, Carrie, swear that in the office of Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, I will uphold the basic law of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, bear allegiance to the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, and serve the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region conscientiously, dutifully, in full accordance with the law, honestly, and with integrity, and be held accountable to the Central People's Government of the People's Republic of China and the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. May I invite Mrs. Carrie Lam, Chief Executive, to lead principal officials of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region to take their oath on stage. May I invite President Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China to administer the oath. I swear that in the office of Chief Secretary for Administration of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, I will uphold the basic law of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. Bear allegiance to the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. And serve the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region conscientiously, dutifully, in full accordance with the law, honestly, and with integrity. Person making the oath, Matthew Cheung Kin Chung.
You're watching live footage from Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Centre, where the inauguration of Hong Kong's new chief executive, Carrie Lam, and principal officials are taking place. Earlier, Carrie Lam has just been sworn in as Hong Kong's 5th chief executive. She's also the region's first female top official. And then principal officials also took oath. And now Chinese President Xi Jinping is shaking hands with each principal official of Hong Kong's new government. And you're watching live footage from Hong Kong. This is the celebrations for the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China and the inauguration ceremony of the 5th term government of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Earlier, Chinese President Xi Jinping sworn in the new chief executive, Carrie Lam, and then the new chief executive led the swearing in of the principal officials of Hong Kong's 5th regional government. Chinese President Xi Jinping also sworn those officials in and now are shaking hands with the officials one by one. July the 1st marks the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China, also the 20th anniversary of the Hong Kong Special
Thank you,
Administrative
President
Region.
Xi. Thank you, Mrs. Carrie Lam.
May
I invite the members of the Executive Council of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region to take their oath.
May
I invite Mrs. Carrie Lam, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to administer the oath. I swear that being appointed to the Executive Council of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, I will uphold the basic law of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. Bear allegiance to the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. and serve the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region conscientiously, dutifully, in full accordance with the law, honestly, and with integrity. Person making the oath, Matthew Chang Kin Chung.
Now we've just witnessed the swearing-in ceremony of Hong Kong's new Executive Council. It's a formal body of advisors to the Chief Executive of Hong Kong, Carrie Lam. It serves as a core policy-making organ of the government of Hong Kong. Executive, acting after consultation with this Executive Council, is known as the Chief Executive in Council. The Chief Executive in Council introduces bills to the Legislative Council and issues instruments known as orders in Council. These, amongst other things, are used to make delegated legislation and regulate certain public institutions. The Chief Executive in Council also hears appeals and objections under certain ordinances. Hong Kong's new Chief Executive, Carrie Lam, has just sworn in the region's new Executive Council. And earlier we also just witnessed the swearing-in ceremony of the Chief Executive, Carrie Lam. She was sworn in by Chinese President Xi Jinping. And many members of this Executive Council are also principal officials in the regional government. According to the Hong Kong Basic Law, the principal officials are government officials nominated by the Chief Executive of Hong Kong and appointed by the central government. The fifth-term government's principal officials include secretaries of 3 departments and 13 bureaus. 5 other officials are also principal officials because of the importance of their positions. The principal officials are required to be citizens of the People's Republic of China who are permanent residents of Hong Kong with no right of ability in any foreign country. They will have ordinarily resided in Hong Kong for a continuous period of not less than 15 years. When assuming office, they must, in accordance with law, swear to uphold basic law and pledge allegiance to the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. And now we're seeing the new Executive Council of Hong Kong. It's a formal body of advisors to the Chief Executive of Hong Kong. It serves as a core policy-making organ of the government of Hong Kong. The Chief Executive, acting after consultation with the Executive Council, is known as the Chief Executive in Council. The Chief Executive in Council introduces bills to the Legislative Council and issues instruments known as orders in Council. These, amongst other things, are used to make delegated legislation and regulate certain public institutions. The Chief Executive in Council also hears appeals and objections under certain ordinances. You're watching live footage from Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Centre. This is the celebrations for the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to China and inauguration ceremony of the 5th term government of this special administrative region. And now we're seeing the swearing-in ceremony of Hong Kong's Executive Council, a formal body of advisors to Chief Executive Carrie Lam. Earlier, Carrie Lam was sworn in by Chinese President Xi Jinping as the 5th Chief Executive of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. She's also the first female top official of Hong Kong. She's a veteran civil servant. She joined the Hong Kong Civil Service in 1980 after she graduated from University of Hong Kong. In the following 36 years, we moved up in ranks, and before she joined the chief executive election in March 2017, she was the chief administrative officer right next to Hong Kong's former chief executive Lam Cheng Yuet. And now, after being sworn in, she's witnessing.
May I invite Mrs. Carrie Lam, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to deliver her address. Honorable President Xi, distinguished guests, fellow citizens, on this important day, marking the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to the motherland, and as witnessed by all here present, I have been sworn in by the President of the People's Republic of China as the fifth-term Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. It is with a humble heart that I accept this greatest honor of my life and prepare to take on the greatest challenge in my public service career. Over the next 4 years, I will respond to the trust and support placed in me by the people of Hong Kong and the Central People's Government with diligence and achievements of the governing team under my leadership. Since our return to the motherland 20 years ago, the principles of one country, two systems, Hong Kong people administering Hong Kong, and a high degree of autonomy have been the foundations of Hong Kong's prosperity and stability. In accordance with the Basic Law, the Chief Executive shall, as the head of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, be accountable to the Central People's Government and the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. To accurately and comprehensively fulfill my duties as Chief Executive, I will resolutely do everything within my ability to implement the one country, two systems principle, uphold the Basic Law, defend the rule of law, promote a deep and positive relationship between the central government and the Hong Kong SAR. Amid the new circumstances and conflicts in society over the past few years, these seemingly straightforward and necessary tasks will test my political wisdom, patience, forbearance, and ability to build community consensus. I will, as I always have, rise to these challenges and firmly take actions in accordance with the law, against any acts that will undermine the country's sovereignty, security, and development interests, abiding by one country, two systems, in fulfillment of the mandate from the central government and our community. During my 10-week campaign in the chief executive election, I attended over 100 heart-to-heart sessions with different sectors and gained a better grasp of the challenges faced by our economy and a deeper understanding of why our young people felt anxious and were uncertain about the future. I myself was also more worried about the ongoing conflicts in the society, which caused Hong Kong to let opportunities slip by. After the election, I pledged that, as chief executive, I would identify the crux of the issues and take a more macro approach to pave the way forward for Hong Kong. Over the past 3 months, as Chief Executive-elect, I've reached out further to meet more people from a wide range of sectors. This has included members of the Legislative Council, education groups, politicians, business people, visitors from the mainland and overseas, entrepreneurs in innovation and technology, as well as young people. Their understanding and encouraging attitude, as well as words of advice, have all reinforced my firm confidence in the future of Hong Kong. While long-standing problems cannot be resolved overnight, we can tackle them with the benefit of very strong foundations, outstanding and the unique advantages of one country, two systems. As long as we stand united and remain focused, I have no doubt that Hong Kong can reach even greater heights. Hope propels a society forward, and confidence is the foundation of hope. We have no reason to lose confidence if we look closely and rationally at what we have achieved over the past 2 decades since our return to the motherland. With the staunch support of our country, the strength of our systems, and the resilience of our people, we have overcome financial crisis and maintained economic growth. We have been rated as the world's most competitive and freest economy. We have benefited considerably from China's reform and opening up to become the world's largest offshore renminbi center. Our financial sector has received new impetus with the launch of the Shanghai-Hong Kong Stock Connect and the Shanghai and the Shenzhen-Hong Kong Stock Connect, as well as the upcoming Bond Connect. In global rankings for the rule of law, Hong Kong is a consistent leader. Our judicial independence ranks the 8th and top in Asia among the 138 economies assessed. Hong Kong is also one of the safest cities in the world. Our overall rate last year was the lowest since 1972. 5 of our universities rank among the world's top 100. And the Faculty of Dentistry of the University of Hong Kong is the best dental school in the world. We are, of course, proud of these remarkable achievements, but there is no room for complacency. We will be left behind in the wake of the rising tide of competition if we do not propel our economy forward. My government will take on more proactive roles. As a facilitator and promoter, we will reinforce and upgrade Hong Kong's traditional industries while promoting the development of innovation and technology and creative industries. We will inject new impetus to diversify the economy to create quality jobs for our workforce, especially our young people. Strengthening people's trust in the Hong Kong SAR government is a key task of me and my team. For some time, there has been a tendency to make cynical accusations and to put personal grudges before objective facts. This has hurt the executive-legislature relationship, hindered governing effectiveness, and directly dragged down our economic and social progress. During my campaign, I pledged to bring in a new style of governance to restore social harmony and rebuild public trust in the government. On the day I announced my line-up of principal officials, I promised to resolve problems for the people by being innovative, interactive, and collaborative. In due course, we will take forward specific measures to provide more opportunities for young people to take part in public policy discussion and implementation. By doing so, we aim not only to enhance the understanding of and trust in the government, but also to nurture future talent and leaders in society and politics. Our hope for the future is also founded on our strong belief and reliance that the country will always be our staunch supporter, and we will continue to capitalize on our institutional strengths established by generations of hard-working Hong Kong people, from signing the Mainland and Hong Kong Closer Economic Partnership Arrangement 14 years ago to giving Hong Kong, along with Macau, a dedicated chapter in the outlines of the 12th and the 13th National Five-Year Plans, from supporting Hong Kong's roles in the Belt and Road Initiative and the Guangdong Hong Kong-Macau Bay Area Development Plan to joining the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank last month. Our country has enabled immense opportunities for us. As we capitalize on our strengths and harness the opportunities presented by our country's development, Hong Kong's future is indeed bright and promising. Economic growth provides the resources required to improve people's livelihoods. On issues such as land supply, environmental protection, labor rights, business environment, poverty alleviation, etc. The government needs to communicate better with the Legislative Council members and all in the community so that we can find common ground. As a starting point, I have held cordial discussion and established a good mutual understanding with the education sector over the last 2 months about the prioritization of the $5 billion in new recurrent resources for education. It is a good example of how we can put aside differences to reach a consensus. The relevant proposals will be tabled in the Legislative Council this month. My dear fellow citizens, my vision is for a Hong Kong of hope and happiness, a city that we are all proud to call our home. I see a vibrant international metropolis that is just, civilized, safe, affluent, blessed with the rule of law, compassionate and well-governed. To achieve this vision, we need to be a society that is united, harmonious, and caring. This reminds me that when I launched the Hong Kong Our Home public participation campaign coordinated by me 4 years ago, the objective was exactly to inject positive energy into society and foster social cohesion. The campaign's Chinese theme song, Sail On, has this to say: there is a world we can go. There are bright spots in life, soaring above the busy harbor and bustling city, lie narrow heritage lanes filled with love and passion. Everyone feels lost sometimes, but we won't give up hope. We embrace all who show us trust in their eyes. All you need is to see me by your side, caring for you all the way. I look forward to connecting with you all to build an even better Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Carrie Lam. May I invite President Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China to deliver his address. Fellow compatriots, dear friends, today we are meeting on this solemn and joyous occasion to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to the motherland and hold the inaugural ceremony of the fifth-term government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. First of all, on behalf of the central government and the people of all ethnic groups across the country, I wish to extend our cordial greetings to all the people in Hong Kong. And our warm congratulations to Madam Carrie Lam Cheng Yuet-ngor, the newly inaugurated fifth-term Chief Executive of the Hong Kong SAR, Principal Official fifth-term Hong Kong SAR government, and members of the Chief Executive Council. I also express our heartfelt thanks to all our fellow Chinese, both at home and abroad, and foreign friends for their good wishes and support to Hong Kong. Meeting here on the shores of Hong Kong, which have stood the test of time and seen profound changes, we are filled with thoughts and emotions as we reflect on the extraordinary journey we have taken to get to where we are today. The destiny of Hong Kong has always been intricately bound with that of the motherland. After modern times, with a weak China under corrupt and incompetent feudal rule, the Chinese nation was plunged into deep suffering. In the early 1840s, Britain sent an expeditionary force of a mere 10,000 troops to invade China and got its way in forcing the Qing government, which had an 800,000 strong army, to pay reparations and cede the island of Hong Kong to it. After the Opium War, China was repeatedly defeated by countries which were far smaller in size and population. Kowloon and New Territories were forcibly taken away. That page of Chinese history was one of humiliation and sorrow. It was not until the Communist Party of China led the Chinese people to victory in a dauntless and tenacious struggle for national independence and liberation and founded New China that the Chinese people truly stood up and blazed a bright path of socialism with distinctive Chinese features. Thanks to close to 4 decades of dedicated efforts since the launch of the reform and opening up policy in the late 1970s, we have entered a new era in the development of the Chinese nation. It was against the historical backdrop of reform and opening up that Mr. Deng Xiaoping put forward the great vision of one country, two systems, which guided China's diplomatic negotiations with the United Kingdom and led to the successful resolution of the Hong Kong question, an issue that was left over from the past. 20 years ago today, Hong Kong returned to the embrace of the motherland. This ended past humiliation and marked a major step forward toward the complete reunification of China. Hong Kong's return to the motherland has gone down as a monumental achievement in the history of the Chinese nation. Hong Kong has since then embarked on a journey of unity and common development with the motherland. Fellow compatriots, dear friends, time flies. It has been 20 years since Hong Kong's return to the motherland. According to Chinese tradition, a man enters adulthood at the age of 20. So today, we are celebrating the coming of age of the Hong Kong SAR, which has grown exuberant like a bamboo or a pine tree. Looking back at the Hong Kong SAR's growth, We can proudly conclude that thanks to the support of the motherland and with an international vision and an innovative spirit, Hong Kong has, in the last 2 decades, continued to develop itself as a modern metropolis. The practice of one country, 2 systems in Hong Kong is a success story recognized by all. Since its return to the motherland, Hong Kong has joined the remarkable journey toward the great renewal of the Chinese nation. As a special administrative region directly under the central government, Hong Kong has been reintegrated into China's national governance system since the very day of its return. The central government exercises jurisdiction over Hong Kong in accordance with China's constitution and the basic law of the Hong Kong SAR, and corresponding systems and institutions have been set up for the special administrative region. Hong Kong's ties with the mainland have grown increasingly close. So have its interactions and cooperation with the mainland. The people of Hong Kong have played an active part in China's reform, opening up and modernization drive, and made their unique and important contribution to this endeavor. They have ever stronger confidence in China's development and national renewal, and share with the people on the mainland the dignity and honor of our great motherland. Since its return to the motherland, Hong Kong has maintained prosperity and stability. Hong Kong has kept its distinct features and strengths. Its allure of being metropolis where the East meets the West has remained as strong as ever. Under the practice of one country, 2 systems, Hong Kong has retained its previous capitalist system and way of life, and its laws have remained basically unchanged. The people of Hong Kong, now masters of their own house, run their local affairs within the purview of autonomy of the Hong Kong SAR. The people of Hong Kong enjoy more extensive democratic rights and freedoms than at any other time in its history. Having withstood the impact of the Asian financial crisis, the SARS epidemic, and the global financial crisis, Hong Kong has emerged stronger as an international financial, shipping, and trading center. And it has been consistently rated by many international institutions as one of the freest economies and most competitive regions in the world. Hong Kong has made substantial advances in various programs, increased external interactions, and raised its international profile. What has happened in Hong Kong fully demonstrates that the concept of one country, 2 systems provides the best solution to the historical question of Hong Kong and the best institutional arrangement to ensure Hong Kong's long-term prosperity and stability after its return. One country, two systems has proven to be a workable solution welcomed by the people. Fellow compatriots, dear friends, one country, two systems is a great initiative pursued by China. It offers a new way of thinking and a new formula to the international community in addressing similar issues. It is another contribution made by the Chinese nation to promoting global peace and development. And it embodies the Chinese vision, which values openness and inclusiveness. To uphold and implement the principle of one country, two systems meets the interests of the Hong Kong people, responds to the needs of maintaining Hong Kong's prosperity and stability, serves the fundamental interests of the nation, and meets the shared aspiration of all Chinese. That is why I have made it clear that the central government will unswervingly implement the policy of one country, two systems, and make sure that it is fully applied in Hong Kong without being bent or distorted. This will enable us to keep advancing in the right direction. One country, two systems is a pioneering initiative that has no precedent to follow. Its application entails an evolving process. Currently, some new developments have occurred, and new issues emerged regarding its application in Hong Kong. Hong Kong needs to improve its systems to uphold national sovereignty, security, and development interests. It needs to enhance education and raise public awareness of the history and culture of the Chinese nation. It is yet to build public consensus on some major political and legal issues. The Hong Kong economy also faces quite a few challenges. Hong Kong's traditional strengths start to lose the edge, while new drivers of growth are yet to emerge. Housing and other issues that affect the daily life of the people have become more serious. To address these challenges, meet the expectation of Hong Kong people for a better life, and advance Hong Kong's development in all sectors, we must stay on the right and steady course, gain a full understanding of the policy of one country, two systems, and faithfully implement it. Hence, I wish to take the opportunity to talk to you about how to better implement the policy of one country, two systems in Hong Kong. First, it is imperative to have a correct understanding of the relationship between one country and two systems. One country is like the roots of a tree. For a tree to grow tall and luxuriant, its roots must run deep and strong. The concept of one country, two systems was advanced,
一国两制的提出，
first and foremost,
首先是为了实现和
to
维护
realize
国
and
家统
uphold
一。
national unity.
在中英
That is
谈判
why
时期，
in the negotiations with the United Kingdom, we made it categorically clear that sovereignty is not for
香港
negotiation.
回归后，
Now that Hong
我们更
Kong
要
has
坚定
returned to
维
China,
护国家主
it is
权、
all the more
安全
important for us to
发展利益。
firmly uphold China's sovereignty, security, and
在具
development
体实践
interests.
中，
In
必须牢固
conducting
树立
day-to-day affairs,
一国意
we
识
must be guided by a strong
坚守
sense of one country,
一国原则，
firmly observe the principle of one
正
country,
确处理
and thus
特别行政
correctly
区
handle
和
the
中央的
relationship
关系。
between the Hong Kong SAR and the central government.
任何
Any attempt
危害
to
国家主
endanger
权安全
China's、sovereignty and security,
挑战中央权
challenge
力
the power of the central government
香港特
and
别
the
行政区
authority of the basic
基
law
本法
of the Hong
权
Kong
威
SAR,
利用香港
or
对
use
内
Hong
地
Kong to
进
carry
行
out
渗透、破
infiltration
坏的活
and
动，
sabotage activities against the
都
mainland
是对
is an
底
act
线的
that
触碰，
crosses the red line
都是
and is
绝不能允
absolutely
许的。
impermissible.
与此同时，
On the other hand,
在一
on
国
the
的基础
basis
上，
of one country,
两
the
制的
two
关系
systems
应该
should
也完
and
全可
have
以做到
every reason
和谐相处。
to stay in harmony
相互促进。
and reinforce each other.
要把坚持一国
We
原
must
则
both adhere to the
和
one
尊
country
重
principle
两
and
制差
respect
异
the， differences of the
维护
two
中央权
systems,
力和保障香港特别行
both
政区
uphold the power of
高
the
度
central
自
government
治
and
权，
ensure a high degree of
发挥
autonomy in the
祖国
Hong
内
Kong
地
SAR,
坚强
both
后
give
盾
play
作
to the
用
role of the
和
mainland
提
as a
高
staunch
香港
supporter of Hong
自
Kong
身竞争
and
力，
enhance Hong Kong's
有机结合
own
起来。
competitiveness.
任何时候
At no time
都不
should
能
we
偏
focus
废。
only on one aspect
只有
to
这
the
样，
neglect of the other.
一国两制
Only in this
这艘
way
航
can we
船
ensure that the ship
才能
of one country,
劈
two
波斩
systems
浪
will break the
行稳
waves,
致远。
sail steadily, and go the distance.
第二，
Second,
始终
it
依
is
照宪
imperative
法
to
基
always
本法
act
办事，
in accordance with the Constitution and the
回
Basic
归
Law.
完成了香港宪制秩序
Hong
的
Kong's return
巨大转变，
completed a major transformation
中华
of
人
its
民共和国
international
宪法
constitutional
和
order.
香港特别行政
The
区基本
Constitution
法
of the People's Republic
共
of
同构
China
成
and the Basic
香
Law
港
of the
特别
Hong
行
Kong
政区的
SAR together
宪制基础。
form the constitutional basis of the Hong
宪
Kong
法
SAR.
是国家根本大法，
The Constitution
是全
is
国
the
各族人民
fundamental
共
law
同
of
意
the
志的体
state.
现，
It
是
embodies
特
the
别行政
common
区
will of
制度
people
的
of all
法律
ethnic groups
渊
in
源
our country and represents the legal
基本
origin
法
of the system of
是
special
根据宪
administrative
法制定
region.
的基本法律，
The Basic Law
规
is a
定了
basic legislation
在香港
enacted
特别
in
行政区
accordance with the
实行的制度
Constitution.
和政
It
策，
provides for the system and
是一
policies
国两
that
制
should be
方针
practiced
的
in the Hong Kong
法律化
SAR, codifies
制度
into
化
law, and makes
为一国两制
institutional
在香港
arrangement
特别行
for
政
the
区的实
principle of
践
one country, two
提供了
systems,
法律保
and
障。
provides legal safeguards for the practice of one country, two
在落
systems
实
in the
宪
Hong
法和
Kong
基本法确
SAR.
定的宪制秩序时，
In observing the constitutional
要把中央
order
依法行
prescribed
使
by
权
the
利
Constitution and the
和
Basic
特别
Law,
行政区
it
履
is
行主体
important
责任
both for
有
the
意结
central
合起来。
government to exercise power in accordance
要
with the
完
law
善
and for
与
the Hong
基本
Kong
法
SAR
实
to
施
fulfill
相关
its
的
own responsibilities as the
和机
main
制。
actor.
要加
We should
强
improve the
香港社会
relevant institutions and
特别是
mechanisms
公职人
for
员
implementing the Basic
和
Law
青少年
and
的
raise
宪法
public awareness
和
of the
基本法
Constitution and the Basic
宣
Law in
传
Hong
教育
Kong, particularly among civil servants and the young
这些都
people.
是
These
一国
steps
两制实
are
践的
integral
必然要
to
求，
practicing one country, two
也是全
systems,
面推进依法治
advancing the
国
law
和
the
维
rule
护
of law
香港法
nationwide
治的
and
应有
upholding
之义。
the rule of law in Hong Kong.
第三，
Third, It is imperative to always focus on development as the top priority. Development, an abiding pursuit, is crucial for Hong Kong's survival, and it holds the golden key to resolving various issues in Hong Kong. The concept of one country, two systems was advanced to achieve two goals, namely, peacefully resuming the exercise of sovereignty over Hong Kong and maintaining Hong Kong's status as an international financial, shipping, and trading center in order to promote further growth. Currently, more focus should be given to development. Teenagers want to grow up happily. Young people want to bring out the best of their talent. People in mature years want to be successful, and the seniors want to enjoy their golden years. Obviously, all this can only be achieved through development. Hong Kong enjoys the backing of the motherland and is open to the world. It therefore has many favorable conditions for development and distinctive competitive advantages. In particular, China's continuous and rapid development over the years provides an invaluable opportunity and an inexhaustible source of strength and broad space for Hong Kong's development. As the saying in Hong Kong goes, after leaving Suzhou, a traveler will find it hard to get a ride on a boat, meaning an opportunity missed is an opportunity. It is important to cherish the opportunity, seize it, and focus your energy on Hong Kong's development. Fourth, it is imperative to always maintain a harmonious and stable social environment. The concept of one country, two systems gives expression to the vision of peace and harmony in the Chinese culture. It embodies a very important tenet, namely, seeking broad common ground while setting aside major differences. Hong Kong is a plural society, so it comes as no surprise that there are different views and even major differences on some specific issues. However, making everything political or deliberately creating differences and provoking confrontation will not resolve the problems. On the contrary, it can only severely hinder Hong Kong's economic and social development. Bear in mind the larger interests, communicate in a sensible way, and build more consensus. That is the best way to find solutions to issues over time. On the part of the central government, we are ready to talk to anyone who loves the country and genuinely supports the principle of one country, two systems and the basic law of the Hong Kong SAR, no matter what political views or position he or she may hold. Harmony brings good fortune, while discord leads to misfortune. Hong Kong is an affluent society, but it also faces enormous challenges posed by profound changes in the global economic environment and the increasingly intense international competition. It cannot afford to be torn apart by reckless moves or internal rift. The people of Hong Kong must be united, work together, and help each other. And by so doing, you will ensure the success of Home Kong, the home you share. Fellow compatriots, dear friends, China is now in a decisive phase to finish building a moderately prosperous society in all respects. People of all ethnic groups across the country are engaged in a joint endeavor to realize the two centenary goals and fulfill the dream of national renewal. Ensuring the continued success of the practice of one country, two systems in Hong Kong is part and parcel of the Chinese dream. Of course, with public participation and public support, is sure to achieve success. We should ensure the success of development on the mainland, which practices the socialist system. We should also ensure the success of development in Hong Kong, which practices the capitalist system. We should have every confidence that we will succeed. Today, the new SAR government is officially inaugurated. It shoulders major responsibilities and has a lofty mission to perform. It is my hope that in the next 5 years, the Hong Kong SAR government will unite people of all sectors in Hong Kong to fully and faithfully implement the principle of one country, two systems, stay committed to the basis of one country, leverage the benefits of two systems, and make solid efforts to ensure success of its various endeavors. It is important for you to advance with the times, actively perform your duties, and continue to improve government performance. It is important to focus on priorities, fully leverage Hong Kong's strengths, and open up a new horizon for Hong Kong's economic development. It is important to put people first, help them overcome difficulties, and especially address prominent economic and livelihood issues that people are concerned with, and truly increase their sense of contentment and happiness. It is important to raise awareness and enhance guidance, especially to step up patriotic education of the young people, to give them more care and support, and help them grow up well. The central government will continue to support the chief executive and the Hong Kong SAR government in exercising law-based governance. We will continue to support Hong Kong in growing its economy and improving people's lives, and in leveraging its strengths and role in advancing the Belt and Road Initiative, the Guangdong-Hong Kong-Macau Greater Bay Area, renminbi internationalization, and other major development strategies. The relevant central government departments will actively consider adopting concrete measures to make it more convenient for the people of Hong Kong to study, work, and live on the mainland, and provide more opportunities for them to pursue career development on the vast mainland. I am sure that the people of Hong Kong will enjoy brighter development prospects and live better lives while share to China's overall development. Hong Kong has the strong backing of the great motherland and the strong support of the central government and the people of the mainland. Hong Kong has gained a wealth of experience over the past 20 years since its returns. It has a solid foundation for achieving further development, and it enjoys the concerted dedication of the Hong Kong SAR government and people in all the sectors. With all this in mind, I am convinced that the practice of one country, two systems in Hong Kong will write a new chapter and create new splendor for Hong Kong. Thank you.
Thank you, President Xi. The celebrations of the 20th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to the motherland and the inauguration of the fifth-term government of the Hong Kong SAR have been completed.